Well, just getting here. Got a little bit later start than I wanted. Back into the swamps for check number 2. Makes me wish I'd have brought a crappie pole with me, because I know some of these cypress and gum trees out in this swamp got crappie around them. It's just cold today. We shouldn't be having this kind of cold weather this time of year. Got a coat on. But we're going to move on down the line, see if we got any catches today on day number 2. See you then. That's what I figured. I figured today would be a one and done type from yesterday's catch. But everything I'm seeing so far is not touched. But I'll paddle around and double check, make sure it didn't just get a kill on contact on the 330s. But what 8 stands I've paddled by have all been standing up. I say, if I have no catches today, tomorrow I will pull. Maybe, like I say, maybe a one and done. But the bank lodges have had no activity that I can tell from last night. But it was windy and cold, so I'll give it one more night before I pull out of here. I'll show you the rest of the sets as I get by them. See you in a minute. Have no catch on this one today either. And I'm going to show you how I located these runs so you can see what I was talking about. It's shallow. You can see the run drops off right here and then comes back up out of the run. You can just see it drop off right there in the ditch. And it's hard bottom. It's squish, hard bottom, and it comes up back out there into the soft mud. But see it better here. Drop. Right there's the ditch of the run, and it comes back up out. Had a catch here yesterday, but nothing today. There's my 330 still on the H stand. Give it one more night and see if they move tonight, but so far nothing today. Got nothing on this set today either, but you can just see the run. I'll show you how I located them. Shallow and squishy mud. You can just watch it drop off right into that ditch. And it's shallow up here. Dropped off. I am going to move this 330 because I think I may have been off by about 3 or 4 inches to the right side. But you going to relocate the 330, move it a few more inches towards the center of the ditch, and I'll move down to the next set. Just checking this set, and I'm showing you the run that I found and how I located this trap where I did. You can see it's shallow here. You can see the paddle depth. You can just watch it. As it drops off, there's the chain and cable. Drops off in the run and comes right back up out of the run to very shallow depth. Right here in the middle of the beaver run is where that 330 is. Coming back up out of it, up into shallow. We'll move on down, check one more set, then I'm gonna paddle back in the creek, see if I can't locate. Maybe I scared these off and they're using another den further down. If I find that, I'll get back with you. See you in a minute. Well, got nothing in the last set of the day. But I do intend to go back into the swamp a little further and do a little exploring. If I find anything good, I'll turn the video on and show you what I find. See you in a little bit. I do believe I have found another den. There's no silt in this run going up into this little cut in behind these cypress knees. I'm gonna grab one of them traps up there that has not hit and move one trap down here for tonight. I'm about a quarter mile probably from where those traps were. I'm gonna grab one of them at the end and bring it down here and try to set it. Not finding a lot of fresh sign around it, but there's no silt in the run. So I'm gonna move it down here and give it a try. I'll see you in a minute when I go pull one and bring it down here. I'm gonna talk a little bit about the setup I'm using. I got what I call store-bought H stands set up on 330s. These are the deep water H stands. It allows me to push them. I can get in probably 4 or 5 foot deep water just by the reaching my arm down to the bottom to set them. Makes canoe trapping easy. But I'm running about 4.5 feet of 3/32 aircraft cable to my metal EMT tubing. On these private grounds where I'm not worried about trap theft and gotta have a gate key to get in here, I'm not worried too much about hiding things. I just want it to be rock solid. The this setup with the aircraft cable and the H stand that allows me to put it out in deeper water has worked pretty good. I grabbed the last set that I had down there in the shallow run that didn't hit yesterday or today, and I'm gonna move it into this run right here. It's deep and it's wide, but I'm gonna center it up and get it in deep, and I'll show you the set when I'm done. See you in a minute. Well, here's the set. It has completely disappeared. The H stand is elbow deep down in the water. Even with the deep water H stand, it's a hard bottom, no silt. Going up through here, going around the cypress knee, going into this bank den. Here's my EMT tubing and 4.5, 5 foot of 3/32 cable going over here to the deep water H stand. Should work. We'll find out tomorrow, because this run is real hard bottom and deep. Going to keep exploring. I'll talk to you if I find anything else. I have found an older den that was used when the water was higher than it is now. It's got a lot of silt in the run, but these beaver or otter or muskrat, whatever was using it, have got a sunroof. You can see up in there. But the run come in over here, went up through here, and the whole, some has either dug it up or caved in, but you can see the hollow up in there where the den is. It's pretty neat to find, but you can see where the run was coming in right here. Don't know what it was. The hole's not real big in diameter, but it was pretty cool to find. I'll keep exploring. Here's a look at my 330 crossover set. Looks like the water's dropped a little bit. It was almost 50% submerged, but it's all fenced off with some sticks. Here's where I caught that first beaver yesterday. It is a heck of a crossover goes up through there. But right there's my 330 on the H stand in the crossover. Fenced off. Maybe it'll catch again, but I'm still out just exploring the swamp, having fun. Talk to you if I find anything else. When you're out paddling around in the swamp scouting, just looking around, check all these overhanging logs that jut out into the water. I've got otter poop right there. It's full of fish scales. I don't know whether it's coon or mink. The whole top of this log sticking out into the water is just covered in poop. But I know that's otter poop. It is slapped full of fish scales. Right here. It's just full of fish scales. You can just see it. Yeah, it dropped off in the water, but I can see the fish scales in it. But fish scales and bones. Check all these logs as you're scouting, guys. This is a great place to make set. Let's try and get a better look at it. But there's fish scales and poop all over this log. Let's see, there's a pile. There's otter poop. There's poop. It's just something to look at when you're out scouting. It's there's logs like this all down this swamp. It's gonna be a great place to come back in the winter and try it, but figured I'd show you. You got to check all these logs coming out into the water, because mink, coon, otter, everything will climb up on it, and some of them use it for toilets. It's just a great place to find. Talk to you later. I was coming by another property and just look at the beaver ditch going into that slough up through there. I'm gonna walk up a few more steps. All beyond them trees is a big old slough. This I'm at, it's a river. I'm on the bridge, but that beaver ditch, good grief. During trapping season, if that's still there, I'm gonna have to trap that. If I can get permission to get on that property. It's insane what a 330 would catch. Might probably make a catch about every night. Coming and going out of the river into that slough, everything's gonna use this ditch. Just figured I'd share it with you. I'll talk to you later. Get home, get this on the internet. See ya.